Hello YouTube, this is Michael Kazmierski Dunn, if you guys don't know who I am, and welcome to episode 34 of the Blind Piper Reacts series. So, I've never reacted to this particular person before, and so I'd love to do that. It's another one of those great, amazing, great opera singers that I have in my big collection, which I used to kind of loosely called like the vocal pageant collection, like of the hottest singing voices. I discovered this soprano in 2019 when I was trying to find particularly good versions of the Queen of the Night aria, which is the really vocally challenging German coloratura piece written by Mozart. Almost all the versions of this aria I've heard had nasty wobble vibratos, including, I hate to say it, but one of the most famous versions was by the worst opera singer I've ever heard, Domrau. She has the stinkiest wobble I've ever heard. So it took a hugely long time to find good opera singers that do the Queen of the Night's aria, and I'm talking about like ones with great vibratos. And one of these opera singers is actually an Icelandic opera singer, believe it or not, and her name is Alexa Chernyshova. And just to give you a little background on Alexa, she speaks really good English. In fact, I'll show it to you right here. She actually made a video recently where she actually speaks English. So you'll hear her speaking in a moment.
Hello everyone. So here is Alexandra and Jon. Hello everyone. I just wanted to show you our journey to make a movie. So we are gonna be like walking in the middle of nowhere. You see? Yes, over there. And look at our cameraman. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, and I have my dress, and it is like and a lot of stuff in another bag. So very excited what it would be. And you? Do you? I hope so. So it is 30 minutes by walking on this rather not very comfortable road. But hopefully we will not be lost. So see you soon. Bye.
Her accent is adorable. I love it. But you won't even believe her singing voice. The first piece that I'd actually like to show you is actually when I first heard this piece, when I first heard her singing this piece, I was like, oh my gosh, that's like a super hot vibrato. And it reminds me a whole lot of 2003 era Denise Leigh. And if you guys haven't seen Denise Leigh yet, you should check her out. Back in 2003, she had the best singing voice I've ever heard. So this piece that Alexa sings, that I first heard, is from an Icelandic opera. And I don't know what it is, because it's in the Icelandic language. But apparently this piece is called Ave Maria. But it's not the Ave Maria that a lot of people are used to. It's not the Bach version. It's not the Schubert version. It's a totally different version. So, I don't even know the name of the composer. I wonder if Alexa actually composed it, because Alexa is actually a full orchestral composer as well as a really amazing opera singer, operatic composer. So here we go with Alexa singing the Icelandic Ave Maria. And by the way, she's also playing the piano too, so she's super talented. Wait. That's Alexa on the piano. And she reminds me a lot also of Michaela Reb. Wow. You have the hottest vibrato ever, Alexa. It is a lot like 2003 era Denise Leigh. Ooh. Wow, I love that volume variation that you have in your vibrato, Alexa. It's not just pitch, but volume too. It's absolutely amazing. Ooh. I wish more opera singers had that kind of a voice. You are very talented, Alexa. A lot of people are not used to this type of vibrato, so they always think, oh, that's too fast. Well, I guess you guys are all used to the wrong wobble vibrato. You guys are so used to a wobble that you think that this type of vibrato is too fast. I love it. I love this one. I can clearly hear some Michaela Reb in her voice, as well as the French soprano Denise Leigh. Basically, Michaela Reb, Denise Leigh, and Denise Leigh, all in one voice. Wow. You have me stunned, Alexa. Ooh. Yeah, and I'm gonna react to one more piece, but let me just say this real quick. So you know how a lot of people like having their Amazon Alexa devices, and the horrible thing is when you actually say the name Alexa, it'll activate. Well, every time I refer to somebody's Alexa, especially a friend of mine who's also subscribed to my YouTube channel, she has an Alexa, I always call it the Icelandic Denise. And that way it will not activate. And she knows what I'm referring to. She knows that I'm not referring to this soprano here. So, I'm going to react to one more piece to show her vocal range. So that was more of her lower range. She actually did like I mentioned, she was one of the several sopranos who did the Queen of the Night aria, which can be played on a charamella, which is basically the wife of the Italian zamponia bagpipe. And by the way, Alexa, when you find this, just like a whole bunch of other opera singers, you totally remind me of a charamella, because a charamella is supposed to be played with as much vibrato as possible, just like opera. And a lot of charamella players are not very good, because they don't have any vibrato, so they just play straight tone. And what I'll do is I'm going to put some links to two amazing charamella recordings of basically the Paganini of the charamella. His name was Cicilio Perilli. He was born in in 1920 and died in 1985. And you'll definitely hear that a charamela is... If you know opera, you already know charamela playing. So, so Alexa recorded several versions of the Queen of the Night's aria, so I'm trying to see if I can find a good one. Because there are a couple of them where she strains to hit the highest note. By the way, this whole aria can actually be played on a charamela because it has a 2-octave range, just like the Queen of the Night's aria does. Actually, one of the other great sopranos who does the Queen of the Night's aria is also Christina Deuticombe and Emma Matthews. So they're also great too. But let's see if I can find a good one by Alexa. So. You almost hit it. And by the way, I have commented on most of her videos before, so she knows that I'm a big fan of her already because she replied to my comments. She's like, I'm glad you love my vibrato. You're the first person in the world that says that I have the best singing voice in the world. And this was also back in 2019, so... Let's see how she does on the runs. Oh, nothing like Christina Deuticombe. Christina Deuticombe separates those notes super clearly. Even the coolest girl in the world, Haley, was super impressed by Christina's scales. Actually, let's do one more piece. I promise this is going to be the last one. So I've never ever reacted to anybody singing O mio babbino caro before. And O mio babbino caro is the most popular opera song that most every soprano opera singer learns. And because I have not reacted to a great version of O mio babbino caro, and because Alexa sings a version of O mio babbino caro, why not react to a version sung by Alexa? So let's do that. Okay, so here we go. And I hate to say it, but the orchestral background is MIDI, so it's not a real orchestra, but still, it's not what we're focused on here. We're focused on Alexa's singing voice. So here we go. And I think she uploaded this last year, or 2021. I love your slides, they're portamento. The best versions of this piece have plenty of portamento in there. You really milk this one, Alexa. You're awesome. You seriously do one of the best versions I've heard in forever. Ooh. Ooh, expression. Portamento. Awesome. Ooh. The thing is, a lot of people don't realize that portamento is going to give a lot more expression, and if you actually have a vibrato in between notes, it's easier to slide from one note to another. Like here. Like there. Or when she said vorrei morir. When she said vorrei morir, you could definitely hear that slide. Wow. That was absolutely amazing, Alexa. So yeah, that was Alexa Chernyshova from Iceland. I'm going to actually put a link to her YouTube channel in the description so that you can check more of her out, just like I did with Michaela Reb. And yeah, if you're new to this series, feel free to hit like and subscribe and comment all you want, so that you can get exposed to music that you probably won't ever otherwise hear in your life, and get a piper's perspective on really interesting music. So see you guys again soon, and join me next time for episode 35 of the Blind Piper Reacts series. Have a good day.